Yes. Good morning, dear children. So today let us start with the next lesson, that is the lesson number 2, computer memory. Yes. So this is your second lesson of computer subject. So before starting the exact lesson, I want you all make you to clear that do you have memory? Do you have memory in your body? Which part is acting as a memory? Can you just tell me? Which part of your body that is acting as a memory? Brain. Very good. Brain is acting as a memory. Why? Why it is acting as a memory? Brain is acting as memory. Yes. Why? Why it is acting as a memory? Because it stores the information given by your father, mother, or whatever the things whichever you wanted to remember, and the things which you have seen, that all things will be stored in your memory. That means that will be stored in your brain. Am I right? Yes. So, similarly, computer is also having memory. Yes, computer is also having memory. So, in second lesson, that is, we are going to study in detail about memory. Okay. Okay. So, what we will be learning in this lesson? First, let me clear you that in this lesson, we will be learning about measuring memory, primary memory, types of memory, yes, secondary memory, secondary storage device. So these are objectives we are going to learn in this second lesson. Okay, clear? Clear? Okay. So shall we begin the lesson? Yes? What? Okay. So first ways, let us begin with the introduction of this lesson. So what is the introduction? Yes, memory is the most essential part of computer. So memory is most essential part of computer. It is very important part of the computer, like the brain, how it is important part of your body. Next, without memory, there would be no computer as we know it today. So, for example, so without brain, are you able to live on this universe? Without brain, are you able to live? No. Yes. Similarly, computer also cannot live or cannot work without memory, where computer has the special memory where you are seeing it nowadays. Now third point is it is used for storing both instructions to be executed and data. So for what purpose this memory is used in computer? This memory is used for storing. It is used for storing instructions and data. Like or your brain is also storing what? Some kind of uh, memories, images, or the surrounding things, or the things which have been told by your parents. Yes, Similarly, here computer memory is used for storing instructions and datas. Next one, this presentation has been developed after intensive research on memory device. So about this all we are going to learn in next slides. So what this memory means? Yes, as the word implies memory, it means the place where we have to store anything. This is very essential part of human being. Just like this, memory is also very important for a computer system. As before I said that like human being where they have brain, where brain stores everything. Similarly, computer has the memory where the it is a place where it stores anything like instructions, data, documents, everything. Okay? Because computer system have to store some data and information. For storing those items, we need some memory, and we can say the place or the space where we can store informations, data, and instructions where users are giving to the computers. Understood? What is mean by memory? Students?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is memory then?
Ma'am, your presentation is stopped.
Yes?
Your presentation is stopped,
That is only what is memory.
ma'am. Memory is a
It is a place where we can store instruction, data and information given to the computer. Okay. So everyone is having brain. So brain is also acting as a memory in your body. Similarly, computer has its own memory where it can store all kind of data, information and instructions given by the input devices. Samarth, what you are doing? Understood what is meaning of the memory?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we move to next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we move to next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that is why we can say that memory is a very important part of the computer. So here, sometimes you may forget the things. Okay, sometimes whatever your parents tell, whatever your teachers say, sometimes you may forget. But this computer never forget. It will store the instruction data for longer time, and we can use that instructions or information whenever it is required for us. So now in this lesson or in this chapter we will be learning about computer memory. So let us first get started that units are used to measure the computer memory. Okay. Now, tell me, in your daily life or in day-to-day life, which all units you used for measurement? Which units you use for measurements? If you want to measure the distance, then which unit you measure? Which unit you use? Yes, you use which? Yes, meter, centimeters. Very good. Then again, which all units you use? Liters. Yes, very good. Then kilometers. Okay. Kgs. Okay, kilograms. Very good. Then grams. Very good. Ah, okay. So here you see measurements. Okay, how we measures? So there are different types of units of measurements, such as milliliter. Okay, then here you can see the kilograms, grams, milligrams. So if you want to measure any liquids, you are using liters. Okay, liters may be milliliter or liter. Yes, but if you want to measure any weight or mass, then which units you are using? Kilograms, grams, milligrams, right? Similarly, if you want to measure the distance, then what type of units you are using? That is centimeter, millimeter, meter and kilometer. So these are what the units of measurements where you are using in your day-to-day life to measure the liquids, to measure the distance, to measure the weight, mass. Can you use the same units for measuring the computer memory? Can you use distance or milliliter, liter to measure the memories? Yes? Okay. So here we use some different kind of unit for measuring memory in the computer. Okay. So there is a unit for measuring computer memory. So which are those units? I'll show you which those units are. Are you able to see the presentation now? Okay. So what is there on your presentation now? You can see that there are some of objects or the units where you can use it for in a daily life to measure the liquids, mass, weight and distances. Now let us have a look on the units of computer. So before that, let me understand you that computer can understand only binary languages. So what is this binary language? Here you can see binary language or the code that is used in digital computers. So this binary language especially used in digital computers. And these digital computers are working based on the binary number system, in which there are only two possible states, off and on. Usually these are symbolized by the 0 and 1. So in computers we are using binary language. So binary language are given in the form of zeros and 1. 0 means off, 1 means on. Only these language, that means these binary numbers 0 and 1, only these numbers will be understood by these digital computers. So what are the binary languages? Can you just revise it? Yes, binary language is those where 0 and 1 is used to make it off and on. Only computer understand this language. Which language understand? Which language it understand? Binary language. Binary language. Yes. Okay. So what you see on your screen now? Yes, 0 and 1, 0 and 1. This is nothing but the binary language which will be only understand by the computer. 0 means off, 1 means on. So only this binary language is used in computer system where it can understand. And this is because computer is a electronic machine. You all know that. Yes? Computer is a electronic machine and it can understand only state that is on and off, that is represented by these all zeros and 1. So binary language consists of 0 and 1. Now shall we move to next? You all understood about binary language? Did you understand binary language? Okay. Yes. Now measuring memory. So how we measure the memory in the computer? So here we have some of units of measurements of memory. As we have seen before that, for measuring liquid we use milliliters. For measuring weight and mass we use kilograms, grams, yes. And for measuring distance we use what we use? Centimeter, meter. But if you want to measure the units of computer, what are those units? Here we use bytes, KB, MB, GB. Yes. So units of measurement of for computer memory and storage. So in order to measure the units of computer, in order to measure the memory, we use some of the units such as byte, KB, MB, GB. Okay. So which are the units used for measuring the memory in computer? Yes. Yes. KB, MB, GB and bytes. These are what? Some units used for measuring the memories in the computer. Did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
No one is having confusion and doubts? No? Shall we move to next?
Yes, ma'am.
What you didn't understood? Okay, I'll explain you once again. So which part you didn't understand? Which part you didn't understand who someone was asking?
Ma'am, is the units of measurement.
Units of measurements. Okay. Okay. See here. If I give you water in a glass, then how you measure which units you use for water? Measurement of water? Liter, milliliter. Yes. You use milliliters and liters. If suppose I give you a bundle of sticks to weight it, then what units you are using to weigh that sticks? Kg. Yes. You yes. You use grams, kilograms or milligrams, that is in kg. If suppose I give you to textbook, if I give you to measure the length of textbook, then which units you are using for measuring the length of textbooks? Yes, you use centimeter, millimeter, meter and kilometer, right? Similarly, here we have some of the units where it is used for the measurement of computer memories. Only these bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes. In short, we write GB, MB, KB and bytes. These are what 4 units which are used for measurement of memories of computer. Now at least you understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now shall we move to next part? Okay. So here data or instruction, it is stored in computer memory in the form of bits or binary. Binary digits is nothing but 0 and 1, where 0 means off and 1 means on. Computer memory can be measured in terms of bits that we will study in next slide. So higher number of bits can be stored in higher capacity of these bits. Now here you can see what those bytes are. So this is what on means 0, off means 1. So whereas computer understand only these binary numbers. Binary numbers in a sense all are written in the form of only 0 and 1. Next one, here you see the capacity of computer memory. Okay, this memory is also having some of capacity. That capacity are expressed in the terms of bytes. Okay, for example, you can see 1 kilogram means how many grams? Can you tell me? 1 kilogram means how many grams? 1 kilogram means how many grams?
It is equal to 1000 grams.
Very good. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. Very good. Similarly, here computer has some of units, bytes. We say it as a bytes. So 1 byte means here 8 bits. So how many bits are equal to 1 byte? How many bits are equal to 1 byte? Okay. 8 bits are equal to 1 byte. Like 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. In this manner you can understand. That means 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Bits and bytes. Pronunciation is different. Okay. So remember that 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Here I have displayed one chart of the capacity of memories. Okay, here I'll just go on reading. Remember this all. So 1 bit is nothing but the binary digit. Now 8 bits means how many byte? 1 byte. 1024 bytes means 1 kilobyte. Okay, and 1024 kilobyte means 1 megabyte. 1024 megabyte means 1 gigabyte. So here I have displayed this chart where you can understand uh, what is the capacity of these all. 1 kilobyte, 1 megabyte, 1 gigabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 petabyte, 1 exabyte, 1 zettabyte, 1 yottabyte. So these are what the capacity of memory means. This much space is there in that memory where it can store data and instructions or any documents. Okay, and these all capacities are written, or these all capacities of memory are given in the form of bytes. And geobyte is the highest memory unit. So this is what geobyte is, the highest capacity of the memory, and this is what everything about the measurement of memory in the computer. So in computer we measure memory in the form of bytes. Again we have many kinds of bytes. In general, how we measure kilograms, milligrams, centimeter, meter. Similarly, here in computer also we have kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte. Okay, these are what capacity of memory. Here 1 byte memory is having little bit capacity of storing data, but here yottabyte is having much capacity of storing data. Here in this yottabyte capacity, whichever the memory is having, here much space is there, more amount of place is there to store the data compared to the 1 byte of unit which is there in the memory of computer. So did you all understand till here? Anybody is having doubt? So these are what bigger units of measuring memories. Next we will move to types of computer memory. Again we have many types of memory. Which are those memory? First one, primary memory. So what is this primary memory? Again we have types here. That is RAM and ROM. Computer memory has one type, that is primary memory. Again under primary memory we have two types, that is RAM and ROM. Now what is the second type of computer memory? That is secondary memory. So totally two types of memory are there. Totally two types of computer memory are there, that is primary memory and secondary memory. Under primary memory we have two types, RAM and ROM. Now what are the types of secondary memory then? Here we have, that is hard disk, CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, pen drive and memory card. These are what? Some types of computer memories. Remember these all memories. In next class we will study what these memories are and what is the capacity of these memories and how to store the instruction data in these all memory. Understood? Yeah. So that we will study in next class. Did you understand the types of memory? So how many types of computer memory is there? What what are the types of computer memory? Yes, two types. Which are those? Which are those? Very good. Primary memory and secondary memory. Then which are the types of primary memory? What are the types of primary memory? RAM and ROM. Very good. Now tell me, what are the types of secondary memory? Types of secondary memory. Which are those? Yes, CD, DVD, hard disk. Okay, we'll wind up the class today. We'll continue the further part of this lesson in next session.